This has been shorts have been punished a lot in this market, so I don't want to be one of them. I'm looking for places to get long. Still, we're still in the value area that was formed. We've just reclaimed it for the second time. Let's see if we can hold up here. We get YouTube going here, and we'll be rocking and rolling. Okay. Morning, bro. Bro 7. Do we hold this? Like I said, I'm still liking longs, but we can bleed out from here. So I'm not a fan of any trades in this location right now. I'm not shorting into another failed breakdown attempt. And we're not at the level I like to long yet. We're below VWAP. We did go down the lower band, but we just had some news drop. Good morning, Kyle. Hope you're doing well. Move this back over here. So, interestingly enough, in the Discord at, let's see, in the Discord at 8 a.m., my exact notes were, you can see it right here. I'd like to see another failed breakdown to get long. We leave the current distribution to the downside, reject price discovery to the downside, reclaim value, and up we go. That is exactly, guys, what happened this morning. Now, the context has changed again, but here was our breakdown, recovered, and up we went to new highs. All right, that was the play. I do not have a crystal ball. This is just what the market has been doing over and over and over again. So it's not like some magic. It's not a crystal ball. It's nothing but looking at what the behavior of the market has recently been. And we'd have a breakdown, reject, and we'd recover and go up to new highs. I mean, that's been happening pretty much almost every session for the last month, aside from the actual red days where we did have a day of selling. But that was fairly rare during the last month. So, normally this would be a fade value or extreme long. I think we missed that already. It happened right here. I got to see some strength enter the market here to have more conviction. We're holding underneath point of control. So we could retest these lows here. So I might try some MNQs here. Because if we get some downside, it's going to be significant.
Says the leg changes to the House bill eased the debt impact from the previous estimate of $3.8 trillion. Again, this is in reference to the $2.4 trillion added through debt into 2034. Fitch Ratings say U.S. tariff tensions may moderately affect commercial aerospace, where supply chains are global and intertwined.
All right, let's see what we get. I do not like longs currently.
That is on beat for those interested.
We're now breaking into the value area on the week and month.
Trade discussions with the White House are ongoing.
Now, we did do that previously. Let's see what's happening on ES. All right, so we still have not entered value area on ES. This was kind of the bounce point on ES. See what happens down here again. A good entry. This is also the extension from yesterday. Drop on a volume profile. We did reject at this low volume node for the third time on ES.
The measures will only take place
By the way.
if there is no agreement, and it won't be an eye for an eye.
So it's still early. Let's see what kind of trades we get. Morning D-Bomb, morning JJ. Just had a sick trade on ES. Did you short it? From a cursory glance, the middle indicator seems to be working well with momentum plays of the off the middle line. Yeah, are you talking about this one? Yeah, it is interesting. And this is just something I've been testing. You know, I'm not convinced one way or the other quite yet. It did seem very interesting. I like it so far. And this is a cumulative delta down here at the bottom. Obviously smoothed out with Heikinashi and there goes NQ. ES has yet to make new lows.
S&P 500 is now black on session.
Copy trading is being all weird. All right. And I just passed all of these combines. So I'm going to have 4 XFAs starting tomorrow. So I'm going to lock myself out. I just shorted. Yes, obviously. That was a price discovery breakout move because we haven't had a back test or a pullback yet. So all 4 of these are passed. We'll have some new Top Step XFAs to trade tomorrow. That will be fun. See if we can get those to pay out. Thank you, sir. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Ed. Thanks, Carlos. I'll switch over to my, these are just 50Ks. I actually bought 150Ks and I missized and I screwed those up pretty bad. So I bought some new 50Ks last week, shortly after I bought those 150Ks. I don't think I even had a day in those 150Ks. But I trade prop firms very differently than I trade cash, obviously. The 150s are nice. I have a 150 on top 1, which I've been trading really well. I'm not copy trading it. This one is at almost 6 grand in profits on the 150K. So another 3 grand and I'll be able to pay out on this one. So just trying to take this one somewhere up almost 700 bucks on this one. That's a big reclaim, huh? Dang. It's a 10-point reclaim. We go long? Nice. Right into VWAP. So I'm going to lock myself out of these. Because these are all funded.
US 2 to 10-year yield falls to the lowest.
No more trading allowed in these. And we'll close that out.
Putin that he doubts the possibility of a summit with Ukraine and a ceasefire amid the latest attacks.
All right, you guys over on YouTube, sorry, this voice repeats. Yeah, don't watch YouTube and Discord at the same time. Thank you, Richard. Richard says, I wanted to drop a note and congrats. Hold on, am I recording? Yes, okay. I wanted to drop a note and congrats on your style and methodology. It really works, and as a result, has markedly improved my trading over the last 2 weeks. Standing up and applauding. Awesome, Richard. That's great to hear. It does work. The only thing between us and profits at this point with a working system, we know this thing works, is ourselves. If we can focus on process and methodology and remove our, as best we can, our reactions and emotions, we can trade quite well. That's kind of the only thing that gaps us. Hell of a wick on the 15 minutes. Also a hell of a wick on the 5 minute. Pretty big wick on the 30 minute too. I'm gonna be cautious here, guys. I've had some good trades. This is kind of some wild price action. After a reclaim like that, I do like long. I can tell you that. But we could also bleed out of that. So we got to see.
To testify before the House panel on June the 11th.
Nice. All right. So I just grabbed a little long there. That put me at 56 even on this. 800 profits for the day. I'm going to lock myself out of this one as well. And I'm going to go to cash.
Keep in mind, comments.
All right. Done with prop firms for the morning.
Again, the live video is on the feed for those interested.
Good trading. And I'm going to switch to cash.
Lutnick says the 232 probes are reviving.
I did, Ed. That was very interesting. I didn't have a chance to take a close look at the metrics on the orb versus the initial balance. So we'll take a look. Could add some additional things to our trading. I'm very cautious with ChatGPT's data because they're just pulling it from somewhere else. I've used ChatGPT quite a bit, and sometimes it's not always accurate. I can tell you that. It makes mistakes. Okay. All right, no trades in this cash account yet. I'll probably trade one ES or one NQ on this. Is he going to do that thing now? Oh. It feels like it's gunning, doesn't it?
Saudi Arabia cuts the July Arab Light OSP to Asia by 20 cents per barrel.
Made a mistake. Oh boy. See if it keeps going.
Commentary from the Ford CFO as well, who says the tariff impacts related to steel would be small. 100% of steel and aluminium produced in the US that's 100% of steel and aluminium, is produced in the US, according to the Ford CFO.
So far as this buy the dips. That's a low volume node we just hit up there. See if this gets bought up again. Nope. Big flush. Does this one get bought up? This is not an area to be short, I can tell you that. Big reclaim like that. Sure seems like it wants higher, doesn't it? Let's see. Do you like longs with a stop underneath a swing low on ES? See if we can get higher out of it. Watching long.
At the bottom of the hour, do you see the start of the Bank of Canada press conference with their Governor Macklem? We also see the release of the weekly EIA inventories numbers. Crude oil inventories, the forecast is a draw of 3.128 million, and a prior draw of 2.795 million.
Okay, this is a low volume here at 92 and a quarter. Let's see if we can get through it.
On a prior draw of 2.441 million. Distillate inventories, the forecast is a build of 0.171 million on the prior draw of 0.724 million. And crude Cushing inventories, the prior was a small build of 0.075 million. Seen from US Majority Leader Thune, says estate tax repeal is not likely in the Senate tax bill.
Ah.
We have posted out the live video for Bank of Canada's Governor Macklem's press conference on the feed for those interested.
What do you guys think? Higher or lower? I don't like shorts here, I can tell you that. Sellers have stepped in here. Are they going to keep buying it up? It's not easy to be a short in this market, I'll tell you what. See if we can hold VWAP. This is value area low here.
USMCA goods have no tariffs. So look, they're all responding to questions about Canada tariffs, again saying USMCA goods have no tariffs.
Just watching this here, guys. Still watching long. So far, we're still kind of flagging here. Buyers are coming in a little bit. Let's see if they're enough to take this thing higher.
It's been 5 minutes time now at the bottom of the hour. We see the start of the Bank of Canada press conference with their Governor Macklem. The live video for this is on the feed. We also do get the release of the EIA weekly inventories numbers. Crude oil inventories forecast is a draw of 3.128 million on the prior draw of 2.795 million. The range sees a build of 1 million to a draw of 3.5 million expected. Gasoline inventories, the forecast is a draw of 0.5 million on the prior draw of 2.441 million. Distillates inventories, the forecast is a build of 0.171 million on the prior draw of 0.724 million. And crude Cushing inventories, the prior read was a build of 0.075.
We're trying to push it through this low volume area. If we can get through it, we could get some momentum to the upside. Revisit maybe even 6,000. But this is a key level. So far on the volume profile, looks like they're trying to push it through. Can it get through? Nice. Nice long. We are now at value area high here, endpoint of control. Put me up at 255 in the cash account, 250 bucks. I'll wait for the next trade. MOBA says, I trade MNQ. Should I watch the value area high, value area low, point of control for NASDAQ for better levels? MOBA, absolutely. Watch the NQ, watch the minis. Do not watch the MNQs. You'll get better levels out of the full-size minis. Here we go. Guys, this was a nice back test long, called out live right here on stream. I hope if at least I kept you guys out of shorts. So this is out of the advanced playbook logger. It's the VWAP point of control scalp. So it talks about the break and reclaim, the back test. So this is a setup out of the, if you go to module 5, this is one of the setups.
According to pricing documents, Saudi Arabia sets
Let's see if I can pull it up.
crude oil OSP to Asia at plus $1.20 a barrel versus the Oman Dubai average.
Okay. And again, it's one of the advanced play setups, you know, a little more nuanced, a little more experience to be able to read them well. But we had a lot working for us on that trade. So we broke back into value on the session. We broke above VWAP and we back tested. And I was looking long. If we continue to go back to lower band, we're probably wrong and probably should have stopped out and repositioned. But that didn't happen.
Only for those.
It was a nice trade. I love how you guys really listen to what I'm saying. I mean, I can tell that you guys really internalize a lot of the stuff I talk about. Like my mentor saying, if you can't name the setup, it's not a trade. That always sat with me, man. Always. Especially when it came time for trade review. And I had to go over every single one of my trades and why I took them. Sounds like some more news coming out here. I don't know what. Oh, crude inventories. Crude inventories in 1 minute. Initial balance is set.
Draw 4.304 million, a draw of 4.304 million, that's lower than the expected draw of 3.128 million. Gasoline inventories are filled of 5.219 million, build of 5.219 million. It's higher than the expected draw of 0.5 million. Distillate inventories are build of 4.23 million, the build of 4.23 million, higher than the expected build of 0.171 million. And crude Cushing inventories saw a build of 0.567 million, a build of 0.567 million.
Yep, was a great trade.
Like oil did see a little bit of weakness. It appears to be more of a whipsaw now.
It was a nice trade. Now I don't know what to do here. You know, this would be a short setup, but I have no interest in shorting up here based on the market's behavior over the last month. You can easily get caught off sides here if we break into new territory. So we're going to wait. See if we get another dip buy.
As Commerce Secretary Lutnick says, we will protect the US.
Oh, that was a massive drop in oil, huh? Damn, that was like a full dollar from the highs there. Almost. Wild. Be right back.
And US Commerce Secretary Lutnick says, I expect other nations to play ball and negotiate tariffs. Commerce Secretary Lutnick says we will have 232 analysis on aircrafts by the end of the month. That's Lutnick there saying we'll set aircraft tariffs by the end of the month. We have posted out the US EIA weekly industry reports on the GIVI for those interested.
Yeah, I mean, we could get a killer long out of this, guys, if we're patient. I mean, the temptation is to buy here, but we're buying right into point of control, value area high on the, we have a ton here to get through. This is okay, so we have IB high, value area high on the session, we have point of control, and we have upper band on VWAP, all in this area right here. NQ looks very different. NQ is not back at highs yet. So ES is relatively strong, so I'm playing ES today. We can get this breakout above IB, man. That would be great. $21, 713. All right. Just the problem here is that, we're running into a lot. Let's see NQ. You have value area high and upper band. So this looks like excess at the moment. So trying to get to IB high does not look great on NQ right now. But it's possible. $713 is pretty far though. You'd have to get through this volume node to get stopped out at break even. So might get a good trade out of that. Good position, good price. Yeah. No, it does look like they're chewing through it. I agree with you. It's holding up.
Brent crude futures edge lower. US oil futures pair gains as well. After the EIA data shows larger than expected build in US fuel stocks, most notably here in gasoline and distillates.
ES is trying to.
Rising to 1.36.
All right, so we're watching ES to break out of initial balance and hold. Right now, this is coin flip territory. So you can long here, but what happens, guys, when we're at a key level like this, when they can't get through it, what they'll do is drop price, suck in shorts, and then break out. So while a long here might sound like a good idea, if they can't get through this level, they'll probably drop it before they try again. Stop out all the weak buyers, load up on their shares, suck in some shorts, and use that all for fuel for the next leg up. That's a good trade. Yes, why won't you take that? I mean, essentially on a combine that probably has, you know, $2,000 of drawdown, that's like a 50% gain in one trade. That's pretty good. So I'm going to be patient, guys. We have lots of time. Oh, it's practice. Gotcha. We have lots of time. Well, at least I have lots of time. Hopefully you guys have time too, because you can't rush this process. We can't force trades just because of what we want to happen. We have to wait to see what we need to happen to take a good trade. I think today is another long trading day so far. D-bomb. Oh, long, like literally long, not like directional long. Yeah, so this could be the trap, the bear trap. We'll see. We could get a decent rotation out of here, so I'm not going to buy this too quickly. I'm probably going to wait for strength to step back in to buy. Because we have big rotations in ES here, and we could have a deep pullback before they bring this thing higher. So patience. Undercover. Why wouldn't you take that? All right, so we're going to get back down here to value area low and VWAP. They might, people are probably front running it. I'll take one contract here. We go a little lower. I'll add one, at which point I'll have to cut it if we keep going. So I'm being a little anticipatory here. I'm getting in a little early because I'm worried about people front running VWAP, trying to get long.
This house Speaker Johnson speaks.
Took a little profit there, guys. I'm not, you know, I need to see some better. We do go up from here. I'm not crazy about the size of the rotation again, but I guess it's on par. Right, so if we go from here to here, here to here, here to here.
Speaker Johnson says that Musk is dead wrong on his tax bill opposition.
Yeah. Decent size rotation, I guess.
Macklem says we will be looking carefully at the next two
next leg down. I'm glad I took the profits then.
Press conference where we do have the live video on the feed.
All right, I'm not buying this, I don't think. Well, maybe we do buy that. I feel like I missed the entry. Wasn't even paying attention. Anybody grab that? That was the spot.
Canada's Governor Macklem says there is some
Quick scalp on that one would have been nice.
I don't want to focus too closely on 1 month's data.
So I think, we're still getting weak here.
Lutnick says, I wouldn't remove tariffs and barriers reciprocally.
But this is what I was talking about, guys. They're probably going to bring it lower before they bring it higher. Shake out the weak buyers, the weak longs, pull in.
US Commerce Secretary Lutnick is asked what the US would do if Vietnam drops all tariffs. Again, says wouldn't remove tariffs and barriers reciprocally.
Looking weak, huh? Might get stopped out of this one. Oh,
US House Speaker
it's getting bought up.
reiterates the July 4th tax bill deadline will be met.
You have a stop down there. Hard stop. Took me out.
US Commerce Secretary Lutnick says now we're talking if Vietnam doesn't buy from China.
All right, we're back to some choppy action now.
Gold rises 1%.
Gold up 1%.
Bank of Canada's Governor Macklem says remarks about the need for possible future rate cuts is not forward guidance, referring to the rate statement there.
All right, I'm flat, guys. No position. Up 230 in my cash account after taking a stop. Stopped out on my long. Gave back a little bit. All right, what are you guys on YouTube saying? I haven't checked on you in a while. All right, audio is gone. Now I'm just not talking. Tick strike isn't doing anything. Rest of you on YouTube, can you hear me all right? I want to make sure he's
Canadian dollar has had some effect on inflation.
You guys hear me okay on YouTube? If not, I put it in the chat.
US Commerce Secretary Lutnick says that Trump chose the International Emergency Economic Powers Act because it's quick and sweeping.
Okay. Thank you, Moba. $87. Oh, that was a good price. Let's go.
Says the economy is somewhere between the scenarios outlined in April.
Let's go. Nice.
Malcolm says that since the April outlook,
Nice trade.
the bear scenario appears to have come down somewhat.
Buyer stepped in. You can see it on these indicators. It's actually really cool. The buyer's stepping in, breaking structure. I like it.
Mexico's President Sheinbaum says that Mexico doesn't rule out tariffs on US steel. And Bank of Canada's Gavin Newsom. Just repeat says that
The green and red dots, and this is something I just these are supposedly impulse moves. So they generally indicate reversal spots or the beginning of trends per Zierman, who designed it. So like here, it was the beginning of a trend. So, I mean, you know, yeah, or a warning sign that a big move is starting as well. So it's hard to tell, I guess. I don't have enough experience with it. I got to watch it more, maybe do a little more back testing, see how it's reacted. I took a quick glance at it yesterday. It looked promising. That's why I left it on to kind of see it in real time. I don't like that selling right there.
Commerce Secretary Lutnick comment was on steel for the aerospace industry. Again, says steel tariffs are just a cost issue, not an access issue. Bank of Canada's Governor.
Is this the second opportunity to get long? Is the question.
Source of uncertainty.
Oh boy. This is about to take all my profits. Yep. Stop me out. Essentially flat in the cash account. Another liquidity grab as it dives below VWAP and now. Oh, it's frustrating. Oh man, it stopped me out to the tick. The cumulative delta is looking bearish, by the way.
Just seeing a correction from the wires there from an earlier Commerce Secretary Lutnick headline. It initially said that we will set aircraft tariffs by the end of the month. This has been corrected by the wires again so that the aircraft parts tariff probe will take place by the end of the month.
You bastard.
Bank of Canada Senior Deputy Governor Rogers says, I'm putting more emphasis on soft data and intelligence from businesses.
I'm not liking longs anymore, guys, just FYI for now. So I'm going to wait. For those of you on YouTube, thanks for joining us today. I do stream for the first hour on YouTube for free, and then I head over to the Discord. For those of you in the Discord, we're going to keep on trading. If you're going to keep on trading, manage your risk, stay short.
Arabia sets the July Arab Light crude oil OSP to Northwest Europe at plus $3.25 a barrel to the ICE Brent settlement. This is according to Aramco.
And we'll catch up with you guys tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good luck out there. Manage your risk. Stay sharp.